Good morning, class 8. Myself, Ranjit Kumar, your science teacher. I welcome you all in the e-learning program of Modern English School, Kunti Nagar, Nevada. Today, we are going to start new chapter, that is conservation of biodiversity. And this is the first lecture. So, before going into detail into the chapter, first understand the topic conservation and biodiversity. What do you mean by biodiversity? Biodiversity, another term for biodiversity is biological diversity, means different variety of living organism that exist on this earth is called biodiversity or biological diversity. In last chapter, coal and petroleum, you must have known natural resource. In that, your teacher must have told you or explained you what is natural resource. The material that we get from the nature is called natural resource. So natural resource include all the animals or the plant and the soil, air, everything that is available to us is called natural resource. So this living organism in the forest, that is also a natural resource for us. So biodiversity means, you understand that different living organism existing on this earth is called biodiversity. So those are natural resource, so we need to conserve it. What do you mean by conservation? In the last class in coal and petroleum, you must have come to know that conservation of fossil fuel you have seen there. What is conservation? Conservation is not that you do not use the fossil fuel, it is use wisely, means you have to use it in such a way that it fulfill your need, it should be available for the coming generation. Then we can say we are conserving the natural resources. With the same point I am saying here, conservation of biodiversity, different variety of living organism that exist on this earth, that variety, different form of life that is available on this earth, that need to be conserved, because in one way or another we all are dependent upon each other. Okay, so that's why it needs to be conserved. So what is conservation? Conservation, the wise and judicious use of natural resources is called conservation. So natural resource, living form is also a natural resource, plant is a natural resource, forest is a natural resource, so it has to be used wisely and judiciously. What is the aim of conservation? Aim of conservation, first, to ensure availability of useful plants and animals for our future generation. So if you use the natural resource judiciously, it will be available for the coming generation. Second, to preserve the quality of our environment. So these are the aim of conservation. Okay, next term is biodiversity. Biodiversity or biological diversity refers to the variety of living organisms existing on the earth. So all the living organisms that exist on this earth include biodiversity or biological diversity. Biodiversity includes all life forms such as plants, animals, and microorganisms. So, biodiversity includes all the life form including plants, animal and microorganisms. Okay. Next question is, why conserve biodiversity? Why we need to conserve biodiversity? Means all the life forms, means different life form they are dependent upon each other directly or indirectly. Means different life forms are dependent upon each other directly or indirectly. How? Plants provide us food, medicine, fodder, fibers, timbers, rubbers, etc. Means we depend upon plants for food, medicine, fodder, fiber, timber and rubbers. Animals provide product such as milk, honey, egg, meat, silk, etc. So these we depend upon plants and animals for different needs, as I have mentioned here. Apart from this, other factors due to which it is important to preserve biodiversity are: it purifies air and water, it helps in recycling of nutrients. Next, it also preserves the soil. It forms food chain and food web to maintain availability of food to all life forms. So these are the reasons why we need to conserve the biodiversity. We need to conserve biodiversity because we depend upon biodiversity, means we depend upon plants, we depend upon animals. We not only depend for the our requirement, we depend for the purification of air, for recycling of nutrition, preservation of soil, increasing the fertility of the soil. It forms food chain and food web. Different life forms food chain and food web to maintain availability of our life form on this earth. That's why we need to conserve the biodiversity. Next important term in this chapter is species. Species, what do you mean by species? Human being, we are one species called Homo sapiens. The cats, the dog, the cow, that elephant, all are a simple one species. The characteristic of a cat is different from a dog, and cat cannot breed with the dog will always breed with the dog, and cat will always breed with a cat. So the species, what is the species? Group of similar organism, means organism that has very similar characters, means characters which are very close or very similar to each other. So group of similar organism that can interbreed is called species. What is the species? Group of similar organisms, plants or animals that can interbreed is called species. Species means the member of a species. Cat, dog is a species. In that different variety of dog is there. Bulldog is there, Alsatian is there, different dogs are there, but all belongs to same species because characteristic or the character of the dogs, these different variety of dogs are very close and they are very similar to each other, then they are termed as in single species. Okay, next term is ecosystem. What is an ecosystem? An ecosystem is made of all the plants, animals, and microorganisms in an area along with non-living components such as climate, soil, water, etc. Means ecosystem is an area in which different type of plants, animals, microorganism, temperature, water, soil, pressure, all the factor together form the ecosystem. Okay, so example of ecosystem. What is example of ecosystem? Is, for example, a forest. Forest is an example of ecosystem. A desert is an example of ecosystem. A mountain, a lake, a river, etc. These all are the example of ecosystem. So I will explain you ecosystem with the help of forest or desert. For example, if we are talking about a desert, so what kind of temperature will be there? Temperature will be high, there will be less moisture content. That special type of plant is found like cactus, and the plant that require less water is found in the desert. Animals that can survive in extreme high temperature, that can survive there. So in forest, in mountains, in rivers, different type of physical factor is there. Availability of water is different. For example, if I am talking about a mountain and a forest, the availability means the air is different there. Type of plant found in mountain and forest are different. Type of animals found in mountain and forest are different. So different area together form a ecosystem. For example, ecosystem is even for a small area. If we are talking about a tree, the ecosystem of the tree, what do you mean the ecosystem of the tree? Type of leaf, type of flower, type of fruit available, type of birds which sit on that, type of microorganism, type of animals like squirrels that visit that tree. That together, the temperature which is present, how much temperature around that tree is, what is the moisture content, all together form the ecosystem. Okay, so species and ecosystem. Okay, if you have any problem you can ask. Okay, thank you.